Hi guys, this is somewhat of a new video. I haven't done one of these before. I was planning on doing one a while back, but obviously since then my collection has certainly grown. So this is just going to be my favorite JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Super Action Statue action figures. That being said, there's obviously going to be some bias because, you know, I do have some favorite parts, I do have some favorite characters, but in the long run, most of these are just good figures. So there's not really much of a top 5. I've got 8 figures here that I think kind of stand above many of the other ones in terms of how much I like them. So if I were to have an honorable mention, is Weather Report. It's a pretty simple figure, but its face looks incredible. I love the gold on it. Clouds have a very cool purple color to it, and it's just really, really cool. Weather Report is also one of my favorite characters. If you don't want to get the stand, which is a figure that's going to be made eventually. They've only released sketches for the Weather Report stand so far, but this is obviously a good alternative for those who are not really planning on investing in too many of these figures. Other honorable mentions include JoJo's and Josuke. I really love this figure. Obviously I have 3 of them, 2 of which I turned into customs because it's just like a perfect base. Pick him up while you can. I don't think they're going to be doing another re-release of this guy anytime soon until the anime, but man, I really love this figure. I think it captures the likeness of early Josuke really well, especially the eyebrows. A really odd choice for them to kind of go with this facial expression, but it doesn't bother me. I don't mind it. As long as it looks good, I really don't care. I love Gappy. I love this figure. They gave him a shit ton of accessories. Definitely worth considering. Following that, I think Soft and Wet is also a really good figure. This one is definitely one of my top favorites. Top 5 probably. You can fudge it in there. A lot of people don't like it for its subpar articulation, but it gets into the poses that many people are going to end up posing him in anyways. Having him stand behind Josuke like this, so I could just simply combine these, that looks pretty good. Because, you know, Soft and Wet's like lanky, he's kind of weirdly proportioned. I just really dig the figure. I think it actually looks so much like Soft and Wet. It just kind of, it just really works in its favor. Now this is getting into my top favorites. This one might shock a lot of people. A lot of people apparently don't like this one, but I'm a fan of it. God, I love this figure so much. It's just something about his weird blockiness, his outfit, the color choice. Like, I know the head popping off is definitely detrimental to the figure, but oh my god, just having him in a normal stance like this, just, it looks so good. Especially for like a side character like Will Zappelli, of all people. Like, man, this figure is freaking incredible. This one might be interchangeable with the Speedwagon one. That one looks so good, the Wonderfest, when that comes out. Both of them are gonna look so good together. I really love the white. He comes with such great accessories, a bunch of different hands, 2 different cups, a wine bottle, man, like 3 heads too even. So like they packed everything they probably could have packed into this figure, and then some with the Wonderfest accessories. Such a great figure. If you picked up the Wonderfest, I do think it was definitely worth it. Following that, I know a lot of people have this one as their favorite figure, but this is the Diego Brando second. Really good articulation. The legs are easier to snap off on this one. The only problem I have is that the tail, apparently, it's very easy to scratch this tail. I didn't even notice this, but it came like this out of package, and I was like, huh. That's annoying. What am I supposed to do? I don't really give a shit. A lot of people are having their Diego, mine's fine now because I fixed it. A lot of theirs have like really gummy like ankles, which is definitely a problem. This one has weird articulation up here for a lot of people, where they were saying you can't really kick it back and then it'll just like move back to its original spot. But mine is fine. I bought 2 of these versions of him. I'm not really planning on getting like another another Diego second. Maybe I should, and then sell this one for the tail. It's probably not as good as the original one, but the cracked head from the horse bundle really does make up for a lot of this. I think mine looks pretty good, actually. Just like the Johnny figure, it just sucks that that very iconic version has to be limited to those who paid the little extra price. These top three are pretty interchangeable, but next up I have Risotto Nero. What's not to love about this figure? He comes with his own stand. He had pretty okay Wonderfest parts as well. Like, they aren't necessary parts, but it's just good to have them. Like, you can get a speech plate. You have, what else was with it? The head? I believe something else. Like, maybe, is the scissors part of it? I have no idea. But yeah, pretty solid figure. If you love Part 5, definitely worth it. He is a little bit taller and a little bit more beefier than the other Part 5 figures, and that's the only gripe I have. Besides that, he has excellent articulation, and his paint job is just incredible as well. Moving on to my second favorite figure. This is Wonderfest Jonathan. God damn, I love this figure so much. He has such a clean paint job. The thing is, everybody loves this color for Jonathan. Everybody's trying to get it. Its price can only rise. So, like, obviously I'm not the type of guy that's like, oh, I'm going to invest in this figure, then sell it off later. I'm the kind of guy that's going to be like, man, I really love this Jonathan. I'm going to get this Jonathan. And it's unfortunate, but if you ever see this one for a good price and you don't really want to get the all blue Jonathan, which is not really the best color choice, pick this one up. This one's incredible. Jonathan on his own is a really good figure, great accessories, and excellent posability. Now, my arguable favorite figure, and probably a lot of people's as well, Whitesnake. What has there to be said that hasn't been said already? This figure has excellent articulation, an excellent size. Like, how big and beefy this figure is. He's hunched over, so is Diego, but he's just massive. He's a very intimidating figure. I know K1K13, he made a review on this figure. Go check it out. Pretty good review. So if you want anything in-depth when it comes to that, go check out that. Maybe Sichan. It's definitely a really good figure, and they're going to be re-releasing him in the next coming months. So please consider checking this guy out, because he is probably one of the best figures Medicos has produced. So that'll be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments, if you are a figure collector, what are your top 5 favorite JoJo's Bizarre Adventure figures? Do they coincide with mine? Do they not? Do you hate any of these figures and want to berate me for putting any of them on my favorites list? Go ahead. This is not a best figures, this is favorite figures list. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.